Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What did I tell you about AA? What did I tell you? You know, let's grab some Mike's Hard Mango. I don't think you can even see it. There we go, Hard Mango. So let's you know, we made a couple grand on those flips. Let's pop it open, okay? And you know, cheers, guys. Welcome back to another Nio stock video. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I did alert yesterday in the Discord. I added some. Let me check where I alerted it at 439. Added 100 shares, but I'm still waiting on the absolute bottom at 360. See if it comes. Yeah, I did some NVIDIA too, as you saw. I'm definitely gonna. That's like my big play right now. Is just buying NVIDIA on dips. But other than that, in Neo I added a little bit more, but I'm waiting to see if it's still gonna come down to 360. That's where I'm looking to add the big $10,000 worth of shares down there. That's the game plan. Funny enough, I was looking through the news and PR, and 17 hours ago someone came out with a bear case theory. Came out yesterday after Thanksgiving, almost like they made it and then, hey, let's release this on Friday. Why come out with a bear case theory after Thanksgiving, the day after? Why come out with it here, not anywhere here when it was trending, and not anywhere on the way down? It came out specifically yesterday here. Buyers stepped in once, twice, 3 times. So I told you guys at some point it has to bottom out. Whether it bottoms out at a higher price level compared to 360, well, that's a whole nother thing. We'll see. We'll see if it holds here. At some point, there's just not enough sellers to push it down. And that's where we add our biggest position. Is this the arrow I'm looking for? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for arrows. So as long as buyers continue to step in here, this is going to be our trading range here, nice and tight between. Let me lower this one. It's about right. There we go. So our trading range is between, I would say, 430 and 483. So what, 50-cent move? If it's just going to bounce between these two levels, it's a 50-cent move. So you can go for flips. 100 shares, flip it for 50 cents each. That's 50 bucks. But I mean, I'll flip it if it comes out there. But if it breaks out, then I'll add more. That would be bullish if it breaks out. But I expect sideways action for the time being. That's what I anticipate, at least. Well, yeah, if you've been following this channel, we did not buy up here. Like, I was telling people, do not chase. There were people telling me, hey, you're going to cause people to miss out. This is going to 30, 40, 50. It's going to go back to all-time highs. It's going to go way back up here to $70. Woo. And I'm just like, huh? Like, that's... What delusional world are you living in? This is... Eventually, people are going to take profit after being up 100% from buying at 360. Hitting 770. Of course, it was going to... At some point, everyone was going to take profit and go, you can hold the bag. I'll see you later, because I just doubled my money. So it was just a matter of waiting. We had to wait, what, since October? No, when did it hit the high? At September 30th. October, November. Pretty much almost. Nah, not 3 months, but, you know, 2 months is what we had to wait for us to be able to get it nice and cheap. Pretty much almost half off from the highs. That's why you never chase. So, buyer stepped in here. Buyer stepped in here. Oops. Wait, where's my arrow? So buyer stepped in twice. Third time's the charm, as they like to say. Going into Monday, it's going to be interesting. If stocks continue to pump, if volume comes in, because there was not much volume if you compare. Like, just the stock market as a whole during the holidays doesn't move much. compared to after the holidays. So if we look at the history, I'm curious about the history now. So November, let's go back in time and look at November of last year, just because I'm curious to see how the stock moved last year comparatively. So November 20, what is it, 29th, 30th. So as you can see, and that doesn't mean anything, but if you look, that's actually very interesting. If you guys are watching this, you see what I'm saying right now? We went back in time a year. We went back to, look at this, November 28th, November 29th, 30th, December 1st, 4th. You see what I'm seeing here? Last year, around Thanksgiving, what happened? The stock bottomed out at around 7.189. It went sideways between 7.189 and about, let's say, $8. So 7.129, 8.314. That was your trading range. It bottomed out here. After a huge pump, it came down and bottomed out here before it inevitably broke out and actually went almost back to $10. So if you were buying dips here at around 7, taking advantage of that bottom, that trading range that formed here, if you were buying down here, I mean, that move from 7 to almost 10, I mean, that's money right there. That's a little over $2 per share. So if you bought 1,000 shares, I mean, that's a quick 2K. Well, not quick, because you guys know me, I'm a swing trader, so I'm willing to wait months for a play to come to me. That's very interesting data though. You look back at 2023, and around the same time, we were just consolidating before getting that bigger move. Well, yeah, bigger move for at least that time frame. Now, you know, now I'm curious. Like, what about last year? What about 2022? Was 2022 about the same? 2022, let's look at 23rd. Okay, so 2022, funny enough, in 2022, we actually had the opposite happen. The stock was trading between 37 and 44. It was trading within a range here. Touched this like a couple times before breaking down lower. But so it's kind of interesting to see that around the same time frames every year, it seems like we are in a range and either we're going to break down lower or go higher. That's what I just showed you. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, if this goes up to the top, we get a breakout. That's bullish. If we break down, we would expect to hit those lows of 360 again. That's so weird. Is this like is this a cycle based thing? Anyone who knows Chinese EVs better than I do, or anyone from China, I guess, is there a reason that looks almost cyclical, right? Like around Thanksgiving, we always get some kind of trading range followed by downside. I know some of you must be mind blown right now. Like, whoa, I never thought to look at it that way. Because we all look at charts differently. This is my first time actually just going back in time and seeing like, what happened around Thanksgiving for the other stocks? Not the other stocks, for the other years here. Let's go back to I don't know if I can count 2021 though, because 2021 was pretty crazy. Let's see, 2021. Where's November? So here's. Okay, November. Yeah, you can see November 30th. Why is this? You see this trading range again. This is 2021. Trading range between 38 and 44, and then we broke to the downside and went lower. Around the same time frame. You can look at the bottom here. November 29th, 30th broke down. So we had sideways action beforehand. That's why I'm asking if anyone knows why this is. This is a very interesting pattern here. We've been going sideways all of November, and the question is, are we going to break down or are we going to break out? So there you go. That's interesting. I do wonder, there might be like an opportunity here every year to make money off of this just by being patient. I mean, you'd only have to trade it once a year, but that once a year you'd make money. So that is interesting. Okay. All right, I'm excited. Like, I'm seeing a pattern here over the long term. If you're willing to trade it once a year, there's definitely opportunities. If you're willing to wait to buy nice and cheap and just hold it, looks like every year we get some kind of big move to the upside. Let me check the weekly real quick. This is some interesting data. This is the kind of data that I love. Like, seems like every year there's something here. Huh. So here's the big move. Then last year, we got another move here. That move started in November. Here, August, we had a big pump. Then, so this is 2023. Then 2023, we had another pump. We had several pumps in 2023, 2022. Okay, so from what I'm seeing here, this stock loves to have runs every year, like one minimum, sometimes 2 or 3. What does that? Okay, so what does that mean? What does that mean for you? It means, in my opinion, based off of what I'm seeing here, I don't know if other traders see things this way. Let me know if you see these things, if you like actually go back in time and like compare, like, hey, how does this like to move around these holidays, these specific dates, and what tends to happen before and after those specific dates, holidays. Looks to me like if you're willing to wait for this to get nice and cheap and start accumulating it, then even averaging down, as long as you're not averaging down from lump summing a huge position up here, you're fine. If you've been following me, you added like you have 100 shares here and then you have 100 shares here, but because I flipped some up here somewhere, yeah. So if as long as you're not averaging down from a huge position that for some reason you added at the very top, I don't know why anyone would do that, but there are people clearly who bought up here thinking it was going to go to 30, 40, 50. If you're willing to be patient and wait for it to get cheap, like under $5, and accumulate it, it seems like every year you're rewarded with a nice pump. And it's a pretty significant pump. It can move dollars. So even if you accumulate here at 5, eventually it'll have a big run to back to 5 plus. So it's kind of interesting to look at it that way. But it would be like a once a year trade at that point. Well, yeah, it would be like it would be like a 1 year long swing trade where you just accumulate it under $5, and then when it does run, you take the profit when it goes back above $5. That's what I'm seeing here. You guys, let me know what you think. That's it for the video. It's just very interesting to look at things this way. All right. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.